Hello, I'm Mark Sears with Regency Printing. With over 10 years in the printing business, I know you'll find Regency Printing the place for all your local printing needs. Plus, I have fax services, mailbox rentals, notary service, U.S. mail, pack and ship, all at one convenient location, 2375 Northeast 25th Avenue. Just look for the yellow signs. Regency Printing, 789-6683. That's 789-6683. Regency Printing.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Wednesday. After this break, I'm going to put intern Natalie in this seat and let her do the rest of the show from the driver's seat. But right now, she's going to drive the program because it's time for intern Natalie's topic of the day.
Hey, everybody. So, I think everybody kind of knows, if you're paying attention to the political world, that J.D. Vance, the Trump-backed candidate in...
Wait, J.D. Vance writes books.
He does. He wrote the Hillbilly Elegy.
J.D. Vance is a great book writer.
Well, he used to be a never-Trumper, like 2 years ago.
Oh.
He was talking about how he could, he was never going to be a fan of Trump.
Well, why are we... What, did he run for office or something?
Yeah, well, he ran for the Republican primary in Ohio.
Oh.
To be the Senate. For the Senate.
Yeah,
and,
that's right.
He won yesterday.
Pretty easily, I'm to understand.
Yeah, I think it was 30-something% to like 24% was the next guy. And this is all just because Trump said, hey, I'm backing this guy, basically. And which I don't understand. How do we go?
I still don't understand that phenomenon. And by the way, Governor DeSantis was elected the same way.
Yeah, I mean...
I voted for Adam Putnam. Now, I think Governor DeSantis, since he took office, has been serviceable. I think he's been okay as a governor. But I didn't think that originally. I thought that Adam Putnam was a better option. I was a little aggravated that DeSantis won because Trump told you to vote for him.
Well, and that's the same thing here with J.D. Vance. And I don't understand. Do we not look at the qualifications or the issues or what these people actually, I mean, to me, it doesn't seem...
you want to say fair.
Well, that or it also, I mean, how do you believe somebody that, a couple years ago was saying the exact opposite of what he's saying right now? How do you flip your beliefs and your ideals about what should be done in this country that quickly?
Well, see, when people ask me that, I say this. Donald Trump supported Hillary Clinton at one time. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah. Donald Trump was friends with the Clintons. In the middle 2000s, I mean, he was friends with the Clintons. Up until he ran for president, he, as an astute businessman, would give almost as much money to both parties.
Well, and here's my thing is that then when you change it to what ideals are going to make you more money and keep you in power or put you in power far as,
But when you start talking about what makes you more money and keeps you in power, now you're talking about who's worse at that, Donald Trump with his one term in office or Mitch McConnell, Nancy Pelosi, Bernie Sanders, Kevin McCarthy, all these people in Washington that have been there for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years.
And I think that there should be term limits on all of them. I mean,
they're not going to do that. They're not going to fire themselves.
Well, I get it, but that doesn't mean that it's right.
but no, just as being a kingmaker isn't right in my estimation.
Right.
So I think your point is very well taken. And we're in the political spectrum. You and I do not agree.
No, we do not.
It's very. We can honestly say we do not agree politically on almost everything.
Almost, yeah.
But we do agree that nobody voting should waste the duty you have to vote by not doing due diligence and doing research about the candidates you're voting for.
Correct.
Just to go, why'd you vote for him? Donald Trump told me to.
Exactly.
Why'd you vote for him? Joe Biden told me to.
Yeah.
What, to me, you should have your privileges taken.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's a huge right and
it's a
and
duty.
responsibility.
Yeah.
To vote. I mean, and I think people don't take it seriously enough. I mean, if you go out and you just say, "Oh, Trump said to vote for this guy, and so that's what I'm going to do," I think that's just ridiculous.
Anytime a person says, if you ask them, "Why did you vote for so and so?" Because this person told me to. No matter who it is telling you.
Yeah.
You're lessening the vote and lessening the legitimacy of the vote because you didn't do the research. You didn't make a decision on your own. You just said, well, they told me to, so that's why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the guy that, when we were kids, we'd get in trouble. Why'd you do that? Well, Jimmy did that. Well, if Jimmy jumped off a bridge, would you jump off a bridge right behind him?
Yeah.
The problem is a lot of these people would.
Yeah.
No
Apparently.
matter who, by the way, no matter who, there were people that voted because Bernie Sanders told them to, voted certain ways. There are people that vote because Donald Trump tells them to. There's people that vote because Bill Clinton tells them to.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Do the homework.
Yep.
That's what's missed in this is that people who it's your duty to vote as an American citizen, do your duty. Don't just go mark a piece of paper.
Yeah. And here's my question. Where did this guy even come from? Like,
Well, he's a good author.
Besides
he's a
being
really
an
good
author.
He's
But
a
I
really
mean,
good
in the
author.
political spectrum,
Well, there's a lot of movement to get away from politicians, though, because of career politicians on both sides of the aisle making it where you don't trust either one of them.
well, but I don't trust this guy either.
Yeah.
If you one way 2 years ago and then you're complete opposite the next 2 years,
Well, I could say the same about Hillary Clinton. Her mentor and Joe Biden's mentor was Robert Byrd, a former Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan.
Well.
So, good morning. You're on Ocala Talks, and am I in trouble?
Hi, good morning, my love.
So I'm
No,
not
I
in trouble.
just have
Okay, good.
No, you're not in trouble. Did I poison your breakfast this morning? No.
Not that I can tell yet. Could be time
no,
release. I don't know.
But that would be smart. But here's the thing about voting. It's my vote. So if somebody tells me to vote one way or the other and I respect that person's opinion, it's my vote. I get to do whatever I want with it.
You do.
Sorry about your luck.
You
I'm
do.
sorry you don't like that, but I'm sorry. It is my vote.
It is your vote.
So you can have whatever opinion you want, but if I like XYZ and he's like, hey, we're all going. I mean, I literally know a staunch Republican who is registered as a Democrat so that he can vote for the person he thinks the Republican Party will beat.
Yeah, I know that same guy.
Wow.
I know, and that happens a lot, by the way.
He's allowed to do that, and there's nothing wrong with. Sorry if you don't like it, but
well, you're also
there's
the kid
nothing wrong
that
with
you're
it.
also the kid that when your parents ask you, would you follow little Jimmy did it? Well, would you follow little Jimmy off a bridge? You looked at your parents as honest as you would and go, if I thought it was a good time, I would have.
Probably.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I just wish more people would do due diligence instead of listening to any other individual's opinion and just going with that. And a lot of times, depending on how people perceive somebody, they'll go with that person's opinion without doing any kind of, like you said, we know somebody who convinces people to vote for Democrats because, in his opinion, that's the Democrat that's going to be the least resistant to a Republican winning.
Yeah, I just think that people need to think and act independently. Whether
Well, Susan is saying she does because her vote.
Yeah.
right. I mean,
I mean, we should also take that all the way to the political floor. You should not be voting party lines. Oh, I'm a Republican, I have to vote this way. No, you should be voting with the way your constituents would want. I don't care if you're a Democrat, Independent, Republican, like this whole, well, my husband knows how I feel about this whole Disney thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you put insurance on the back burner for the state of Florida, and senior citizens are losing their houses because they can't afford a new roof after 7 years. because of Disney actually, they actually used freedom of speech on a something that they felt about. No, that was wrong. All of those Republicans that voted for that were wrong.
And I agree
that's
with you
how I feel
completely on
and
that.
that's and the same thing with Democrats. I mean, it goes with every party. So
I don't think there should be
Okay,
parties at
We
all.
have a yeah. Neither does Susan. Susan thinks it should all be independent. There shouldn't be
Yeah.
any parties at all.
Exactly.
I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks for
I
the
think
call.
I think.
Go ahead.
Love you. Bye.
You know what you think? What?
Oh no, exactly. I think if your party wants to organize, that's fine. Go do you. But I should be able to be given a ballot and vote for anybody I want to. It should not be divided up by like we are so far behind the 8 ball on that.
We are. Parties lead to
I should be
division.
able.
Yeah. Exactly.
It does.
Thanks for the call.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye. We got to take a break. We'll be right back after this timeout. Taking your phone calls, 622-9622. We'll be back on WOCA, The Source.
Are you or your loved one being released from a hospital and wondering how you'll manage? Inform your physician that you want to go to Palm Garden of Ocala at 2700 Southwest 34th Street for your rehabilitation. Palm Garden provides pain management, post-discharge follow-up, diabetic care, psychosocial support, and so much more. Plus, they even offer outpatient rehab. This award-winning care facility has a team of licensed professionals dedicated to enhancing your independence. Call 352-854-6262 today.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings each month at 9:05 a.m., Robert Colin with On Top of the World will be our guest as we learn all about the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at Ocala's premier adult active community, On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will bring guests, and you're sure to enjoy our little chats. After all, you deserve the world, and we bring it to you.
It's Blockers Furniture Memorial Sale going on the entire month of May. Beautiful two-piece sectional starting as low as $19 per month. Sofas for as little as $10 per month. Kick back in a new recliner for as little as $11 per month. Plus, you can save up to $700 off the Ashley Reeling Queen Bed and Dresser Mirror Set. And save 25% off all outdoor furniture. Mattresses starting at only $3.99. See it, buy it, take it home. It's Blockers Furniture Memorial Sale going on the entire month of May. Blockers Furniture, 2402 Southwest College Road, Ocala.
Here's the latest from the College of Central Florida. On Wednesday, May 18th at 10:35 a.m., Dr. Alan Daniff and Dr. Rob Wolf from CF will tell us how members of the community can share their experience by becoming an adjunct instructor at CF. So tune in to hear how rewarding it can be to share your knowledge in the classroom. That's Wednesday, May 18th at 10:35 on Higher Education Happenings on Ocala Talks on WOCA, The Source.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Tune in to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors, Sunday mornings at 8 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Listen Sunday mornings at 8 to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors.
Our firm offers insurance services.
Hey there, Congresswoman Kat Kamak here, your conservative voice in our nation's capital. I'm so proud to be an advocate for the over 65,000 veterans here in North Central Florida. The new Ocala VA clinic is now open, providing important primary care and specialty services. If you're a veteran in the Ocala area, thank you for your service. Feel free to get in touch with our team by visiting us online at camac.house.gov. I'm Kat Kamak, and it is my honor to serve you.
This ad is paid for by official funds authorized by the U.S. House of Representatives.
Hey, do you know there's a real Italian bakery right here in Ocala? Yeah, it's the Magnolia Italian Bakery, where you get the best Italian specialty. Remember, Mother's Day is this Sunday, so call and order now. Italian and New York cheesecakes, fresh-made cannolis, cream puffs, eclair, and even custom cakes. We cater big and small events. Get your lunch or dinner, Italian subs, eggplant parm, lasagna, meatball and sausage subs. They're all made fresh just for you. Call ahead, 352-207-2667. Manja, and God bless.
Howdy, folks. RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Are you tired of living with chronic pain, knee pain, joint pain? Listen carefully, because now there are new treatments available here. Not talking surgery or steroids. These are regenerative treatments from the medical professionals at QC Kinetics, now with offices in Ocala and the Villages. Hey everybody, this is Tom Schmitz. QC Kinetics is the leader in these exciting biological therapies that help restore and repair damaged tissues in your joints with lasting results. If you got pain in your knees, your shoulders, hips, back like I do, joint pain that won't go away, you need to check out these new treatments with astonishing patient satisfaction reports. They can actually help your body restore and repair itself with no downtime, no drugs, and no surgery. That's right, no surgery. Don't go through another year with that awful joint pain, and don't let them put you under the knife. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation. There's offices in Ocala and the Villages, so give them a call, 352-400-4550. That's 352-400-4550.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. On a Wednesday, let's go right out to the phone lines. Good morning, you're on Ocala Talks.
Good morning, guys.
Morning, Hugh. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. It's going to be a nice warm day today, huh? I just got back from the dog.
Hugh, it's
hot
not going to
already
be a nice warm day. It's going to be hot.
Well, you know, with this voting situation, wonder if you come across a situation where you got two candidates and you have no use for either one of them. What should you do? Just forget about it, or feel guilty by not voting?
That was called the 2012 election.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, you kind of feel guilty because you haven't voted, but at the same time, there's either candidate is just, you don't want to see them go anywhere beyond where they are now. So I would just say myself, just don't vote and you take what comes along and go along with it.
You know, and people, I've heard so many people say, I just held my nose and voted and everything. And, I think each individual vote should be something that the person thinks about and makes a decision to do. And look, there have been times in my life from the time I was 18 till now that I've voted where I didn't vote for one office because I thought neither one of them deserved the right to be there. That's what I do. I leave it blank.
Yeah, that's what I did in the past. And, you feel a little bit guilty because you're not participating, but, so you're in kind of in no man's land,
And that happens a lot. That happens a lot more in local elections than it does on the national stage. I can think of a couple local elections where I was like, really, this is the best we got in Marion County. These two jokers, and wouldn't vote.
Yeah.
A lot of times that involved a certain former county commissioner. I won't say any names.
Yeah.
I won't say anybody's name, David Moore. But anyway, I won't say a name.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you expressed yourself because I think our thinking is pretty close to the same on that. It's just, just go along with it, and what you get is what you get, and
like, make an informed decision. That's all I'm asking. Like, especially at the local level. Like, these judges. Who knows any of the judges?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Who knows the judges?
Yeah. You'd have to do a lot of heavy research to find out how they voted and what their ideas are and stuff. And it's too complicated. It takes too much time to go ahead and do it. Probably.
Well, and see, that's the issue. We're in a 30-second society. We don't have time to be bothered. We don't have time to be bothered with it. Like one of the big, and Hugh, you've said this. You called the show and said this. One of the biggest issues voting wise is people don't. There's always amendments almost on every ballot. And nobody knows a dadgum thing about any of those amendments.
Right. And at the same time, a lot of people just put the X where they feel the X should go without even thinking about it, you know?
Right, exactly. Well, this is the Republican stance, or this is the Democrat stance, so I'm voting that way.
Right. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I know people that have actually voted against things on the local level that actually hurt their business because it was their party's thing that they voted for.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, thank God for a democracy and the chance to vote if you want to express your vote some way. But a lot of places in the world they don't have it, so you gotta think about that too. You know.
That is a very valid point. Thanks for the call, Hugh.
Okay, take care, buddy.
Yep. It just people make ill-informed decisions, and that's all I'm saying. I'm not telling you now. If you want to listen to Donald Trump, and he says go vote for this J.D. Vance, and then you go and say, well, if Donald Trump says he's okay guy, let me see why he thinks he's an okay guy. You go do that, and then you vote for him. Good for you.
Right.
I'm okay with that.
Yep.
If Hillary Clinton comes out and says, hey, vote for this person, their track record is so and so, and it agrees with our ideals, and you go look and go, well, Hillary's right. That agrees with my ideals, and you vote for him. More power to you.
Yeah, at least some kind of research, something to even, I don't even know if some of these people know more than just the guy's name. J.D. Vance, okay, I'll just check that box. Just a little more effort is all I'm saying.
On both sides of the aisle.
Yeah, absolutely.
It doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
Both sides. It just so happens Donald Trump right now is giving endorsements that are winning. But, those same. Barack Obama gave a lot of endorsements that people just blanketly said, well, Barack Obama said vote for him. We might as well vote for him. Happened in the 2012 elections. Happened in the midterms.
I'm sure it did.
It happens all the time.
And I know people that just go into the box and say, oh, well, it says Democrat, so we'll just check
vote
that
for
box.
Yeah, just check that box.
Yeah, so, I get it's both sides.
Yeah. Remember, if you voted Democrat for governor, because you just weren't going to vote. Donald Trump said vote for Ron DeSantis. I'm not doing it. I'm voting Democrat. You voted for a guy who was under FBI investigation and has been indicted for crack.
Not the best choice. Yeah, right.
That's what people. But was he a better choice than Ron DeSantis? I don't think so. And it has nothing to do with Ron DeSantis' politics. I just don't want somebody who's under federal investigation for crack in the governor's mansion.
And I'm sure there's plenty of people that voted for him that didn't have any idea that was the case.
Had no idea it was the case. Yeah. So we'll take a break. We'll come back. We're going to put Natalie in the seat, make her see if she can, mess up live radio. We'll see if she can do it or not.
I think that's guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Coming up in the 10 o'clock hour, we will give you some road closings. There's some road closings around Ocala, and give you some updates on lane closures and where they're doing some construction around Ocala, because they're going to have some roads closed and blocked off for a while. And we'll also get into the city council approved well over $250,000 to get out of the agreement with former city manager Sandra Wilson. We'll talk about that as well. Coming up, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA. As soon as I find my mouse. The Source.
Of all the questions you get asked every day,
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
No. KLSA Radio News with Lance Pry.
Author J.D. Vance won Ohio's GOP Senate primary on Tuesday.
Ladies and gentlemen, it ain't the